हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, भाले चंदन तिलक मनोहर, भाले चंदन तिलक मनोहर, अलका शोभे कपोलन में, अलका शोभे कपोलन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, शीरे चूड़ा दर्श निराले, शीरे चूड़ा दर्शन निराले। वन फूल माला हिया पदलोले, वन फूल माला हिया पदलोले। पहिरन पीता पीतांबर शोभे, पहिरन पीता पीतांबर शोभे। नूपुर रुंझुन चरणन में, नूपुर रुंझुन चरणन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम, कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम। और राधे कृष्णा राधे कृष्णा, राधे कृष्णा राधे कृष्णा। और राधे कृष्णा राधे कृष्णा, राधे कृष्णा राधे कृष्णा। हाँ, कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम, कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम। कोई गावत है हरि गुण गान, कोई गावत है हरि गुण गान। मृदंग ताला परम रसाला, मृदंग ताला मधुर रसाला। मृदंग ताला मधुर रसाला, मृदंग ताला मधुर रसाला। कोई गावत है रंगन में, कोई गावत है रंगन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। सुंदर लाला सचिरा दुलाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। ओ हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे। ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे। बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्णा Welcome everyone. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Sadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnebhyo namo namah. Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prem pradayate Krishnaya Krishna chaitanya namne gaur vishve namaha. Shri chaitanya manobhishtam sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadavayyam Dadati Sapadankitam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopikant Radha Kant Namastate Takta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. One more time, loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namane Gauri Shakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate. By the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudev, we are hearing this wonderful description by Satchidananda Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And in that we heard up till now the explanation of the verse by Rupa Goswami from Updeshamrit. Atyaharascha prasascha prajalpanyamagraha Jana Sangam Salolyam Cha Shadbhir Bhakti Vinashyati. 6 defects which destroy bhakti. We heard about Atyahar, and yesterday we heard about Prayasascha. Prayasas means endeavor. But here he is referring to over endeavoring, which is not favorable to bhakti, and which is something needs to work out if we want to advance in bhakti, in devotional life. So, just a recap of what we heard yesterday. Spiritual life is nothing other than pure devotion unto Supreme Lord. Therefore, devotional service is natural propensity or inherent occupation. In one's inherent occupation, there is no need of prayas. There is no need of over-endeavoring. Still, in living entities, conditioned state, there is need for a small amount of endeavors in order to cultivate devotional service. That's for those in a conditioned state. Except this little prayas. All other kind of prayas are unfavorable for devotional service. Except for one little endeavor which has to be aligned with devotional service. All others are unfavorable to bhakti. Prayas, endeavor is of two kinds. What are those two? Jnana prayas and karma prayas. Yes. So we heard Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur giving one evidence from Mukunda Upanishad, Mundak Upanishad, explaining Naimatma pravachana labhyo na medasana bahuna shrutain. That means the Supreme Lord is not obtained by expert explanations, by vast intelligence, or even by much hearing. He is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. Yes, we heard yesterday. To such a person he manifests his form. Therefore, devotional life or practicing devotion is the only way to attain the lotus feet of the Lord if there is a greed and desire in the heart to attain the Lord. If there is no greed and we have nothing to do with Him, then it's totally different case. Yes? So, not black and white, just one side. Either you become atheist or become devotee. Not 50-50. Just become atheist then. I don't believe Him. But I believe Him and I want to become a devotee. Then believe, then complete belief. Not 30-40 or 50-50. So, how beautifully Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur describing, elaborating this, giving an evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam. 10th canto, 14th chapter and 3rd verse, Brahmaji saying in Srimad Bhagavatam, Jnanam prayasa udmante namanta eva jivanti sanmukhridya bhavadya vartam sthane sthita shruti gatam tano vanmanobhir je prayaso ajit asyapi trilokyam. So the word prayasam is mentioned in this verse, Brahmaji 10th canto. Because we are hearing about the word prayasa, means over endeavoring. And that is divided into two parts, Jnana Prayas and Karma Prayas. Jnana Prayas is what? To get merged in impersonal Brahm. This Jnana Prayas means over endeavoring, practicing with the aim and object to get merged in impersonal Brahm, which is not our aim and object, which is totally against bhakti, totally against devotional life. So, the meaning of this verse, Lord Brahma is saying, Oh my Krishna, a devotee who abandons, what abandons? Jnana Prayas. Jnanam Prayasa Udmante Namanta Eva. Try to hear this attentively. It's philosophical. What we are hearing since 2 days is just philosophical aspects. And I'm adding some pastimes so make it more easy. Brahma is saying, Oh Krishna, a devotee who abandons Jnana Prayas. What we have to abandon? Jnana Prayas. Over endeavoring to attain what? Brahma. Impersonal Brahma. The path of empiric philosophical speculations aimed at merging in the existence of Supreme and engaging himself in hearing your glories and activities from bona fide sadhu and who lives an honest life in the occupational engagement of social life can conquer your sympathy and mercy even though you are ajit or unconquerable one. That personality who is unconquerable, ajit, can easily get conquered. We are not unconquerable one, right? Anyone can conquer us. With beauty, with wealth, with knowledge, with renunciation. If you go Vrindavan, you will see so many renunciates. They don't wear clothes in severe cold. Just one shawl, that's all. Totally renounced. We immediately get attracted to see, wow, he's a renunciate person. Oh, he don't eat for 5 days. Very renounced. Or so much knowledge. Immediately get attracted. Oh, so wealthy person. He has 10 choppers standing at his gate. Helicopters. Yeah, I've seen one. I was invited by one family. They had 7 choppers standing, like we have cars in our parking lot. A huge house. So everything was wow. What is this? And almost like 70 guards were there with the guns. With 20 big, huge dogs for security. And their house was like 2.5 mile house. Yes. And they welcomed me. Red carpet welcome. Complete family. I didn't expect it. They're going to be that humble. They did arati, paid obeisances, and gave me a seat to sit, and they were all sitting on the ground. Pure vegetarian. No alcohol, no smoking, no meat eating. Maintaining such low profile. Eating not on a fancy dining table, just in the ground. And they are super rich people. So, anyway. So it's seeing anyone's wealth or beauty, all opulence, knowledge, renunciation is so easy to get attracted. We easily get conquered. But who's unconquerable one? Krishna. Unconquerable one. Can anyone conquer him? He wants to get conquered. We are conquerable one. We don't want to get conquered. We don't want to become someone's servant. I'm not servant. I'm not your servant. I'm not your submissive to you. But the unconquerable one, Krishna, he's ready to get conquered. But by his devotees. Isn't it Krishna is independent? Bhagavatam first verse. Janma dasya yataha anvya iteresh artheshu abhigya swarat. He's independent. Yes? That's Bhagavatam says. The Mangalacharan, invocatory verse. He's independent. He's not dependent. But Krishna saying with his own lotus lips, with his mouth, sweet words coming, emanating from his lotus lips, saying, Aham bhakta paradhina. I'm dependent. I'm not independent. I'm dependent on my devotees. Not dependent on karmis. Not dependent on jnanis. Aham bhakta paradhina. I'm dependent on my devotees. So the unconquerable one, he loves to get conquered. He wants to get conquered. When Yashoda Maya is running after Krishna to bind him, that unconquerable one got conquered by saying what? The prayas. What prayas? The endeavors of Yashoda Maya. Not over endeavor, not Gyan prayas or Karam prayas. This is Bhakti prayas. That unconquerable one wants to get conquered. Drishta Parishrama Krishna Kripyasi Swabandhane. Seeing the endeavors of Mother Yashoda, perspiration, and her firm determination, I want to bind you. Krishna accepted that binding. He got conquered. He got conquered. So, the meaning of this verse is, Brahma is saying, who is saying this? Brahma to Krishna. Oh Krishna, a devotee who abandons what? Jnanam prayasa. Jnanam prayasam udvante namanta eva. One who gives up what? Over endeavoring of jnana. Following the process of jnana. Giving up that's the condition. So one is following devotional practice and also following Gyan Prayas. It's not compatible. Then Krishna is not conquered. Something has to be given up. No pain, no gain. Yes? We see this slogan? No pain, no gain. Outside, sometime in the gym, they're boosting everyone. No pain, no gain. If you want to gain something, you have to take some pain. And pain means sacrifice. I can't run 30 minutes on treadmill. I can't run. The coach said, no, you have to. You can do this. Boasting him. Take some pain and later you get gain. So what is taking? Pain means sacrificing. So something has to be given up. What has to be given up? Brahma is saying. One who has given up what? Gyan Prayas. Over endeavoring. Those who are following the path of Gyan. Over endeavoring. You know? They needs to get change. And Krishna and his devotees, they wants to change this attitude of these people who following the process of Gyan. And for this, our Param Gurudev, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he wrote one book, Beyond Nirvana. Beyond Nirvana. If you read that book, he's describing how in all the yugas there was Mayavad. Every yuga. Followed by great personalities who have been worshipped as devotees later on. But before they were following the process of Gyan, Prayas. He gave account of, starts with Satyuga. He said in Satyuga, the 4 Kumaras. Who are 4 Kumaras? Sanat, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. The first son of Brahma, the Manas Putra of Brahma. Brahma got this order from Krishna to creation, and he started creation with his mind, and the first creation is the 4 sons, 4 Kumaras. And they asked, Father, what is our service? What we can do for you? Then he said, creation. The same order I received from the Lord, I am passing on to you. The 4 Kumaras said, no. We don't want to enter in this grastha life. We want to become sannyasis. So they all started following Gyan. Gyana Prayas. And seeing this, Brahma was very upset and not happy. I saw the features of Lord. My Prabhu is so beautiful. You know? And Brahma, he composed those what? The verses glorifying Krishna, the superiority of Krishna, which later known as Brahma Samhita. What we have now is not complete Brahma Samhita. It's only the 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita, which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got from South India. Mahaprabhu, when he was visiting South India, he got 2 books. One is Krishna Karanamrit, written by Shri Bilmangal Thakur, and 1 chapter of Brahma Samhita, which we have now, a book, where Brahmaji is describing the beauty of Krishna. Chintamani prakru sadmashu kalpa vriksha laksha vriteshu surabhir abhipalayantam lakshmi sahatra satasam brahma sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami anand chinmay ras pratibhavitavi tabi nijarupa teva kalavi golokeva nivasati makhilatma bhuto govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami. Everything is govindamadi purusham. Brahmaji is thinking, I have seen the beauty of Krishna, and my sons, they are following impersonalism, like Lord has no form. I'm not happy. Krishna, please, can you help my sons? Then in Satyuga, the Hams avatar, one of the avatar of Krishna, Hamsa, Swan, he preached to 4 Kumaras and converted them from Gyan Prayas, and they become devotees. We hear this song, Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daithe Gokula Taruni Mandala Maide. What's the last verse? Sanat Karuna Karurmai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Varanita Charite Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Oh, Sanak Sanandan, the 4 Kumaras now glorifying the Radharani. And they became Acharya of one Sampradaya. Which Sampradaya? Not Acharya means the founder Acharya for Sampradaya. Nimbark Sampradaya. She Nimbark Acharya following the line of 4 Kumaras. And how these 4 Kumaras got changed? By Hams avatar in Satyuga. And then Treta Yuga. Who was prominent personality in Treta Yuga who was following the Gyan Marg? Vashishta. Guru Vashishta. The Guru of Darshat Maharaj. The Kul Guru. Vashishta. Impersonal. Gyan Marg. Param Gurudev is giving this account. Very detailed study. You know, Param Gurudev was very Vedantic. Very deep. Never ever heard all these details. And he spoke and wrote these details from visiting so many libraries and taking evidence from there. So this book, Beyond Nirvana, gives you insight of what was Mayavad. Mayavad is in all times, it's not here in Kali Yuga. At all times, followed by many sages and also demons. Vashishta.
It means in Satya Yuga was also.
That's what I said. In Treta Yuga also. How sage Vashishta got birth? Seeing Urvashi. Who is Urvashi? Heavenly damsel. Beautiful Urvashi. Seeing Urvashi, Varun, he passed his semen just by seeing the beauty of Urvashi. And he put that semen in one pot. And from there, Vashishta took birth. So, following Brahmavad, Mayavad. But Lord Ram was very unhappy to see. He is our Kul Guru. And he is following Jnana Marg, Jnanam Prayas. So Lord Ram, with his association, he changed his Guru. And then he became a devotee, Vashishta. Who was other? This was about sage Vashishta. But then Ravan, biggest Mayavadi. Param Gurudev is saying his attempt was what? To declare everywhere the Lord is Nishakti. He has no potency. This is what Mayavadi says. And therefore he tried to kidnap the potency of Lord to establish this, that Lord and potency is two different things. And we don't believe in the potency. Impersonalism. Ravan. So, who planted the seed of personalism in the heart of Ravan? Hanuman. He gave a punch on his chest. And that punch is not to kill him, but to establish Vaishnavism in the heart of Ravan.
Okay, so what happened to Ram?
And
So
then,
what he's like, is he one of the Bhakti Jains? No.
yes. And then later, Lord Ram killed him. Killed him means, I want to establish, I am Supreme Lord and I am always endowed with my potency. It's not that I am Nishakti, devoid of potency. I am always with my potency. And my potency is Sita. You know? So sages and asuras in all yugas. This was Treta Yuga. And then Dwapar Yuga, Shukdev Goswami. Following this Jnanam Prayas. Impersonalism.
When was Shankaracharya? Also Dwapar Yuga? Shankaracharya?
Kali Yuga. So, what I was saying? Yeah, Shukdev Goswami, who is not hiding. You know, we hide our faults and we express our qualities. That's human nature. But Shukdev Goswami is openly expressing his faults. Bhagavatam first canto. Parinishta api nirgunya uttam shlok lilaya grit chet rajshi akhyam yad dhitvan. Shukdev Goswami said, I was parinisht, absorbed in impersonal Brahm. I was principal of that school. I have done PhD. Principal. Master degree. But moment I heard the description by Vedavyas about the beauty of Krishna, the qualities of Krishna, the 4 verses. Grit ched rajyishi akhyam yad dhitvan. I was forcefully dragged from impersonal Brahm to the personal features of the Lord. Shukdev Goswami. And Shri Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj describing this, why Shukdev Goswami was given a raised platform, whereas who was sitting on the ground? His seniors, his superiors. His own father Ved Vyasji was sitting there. You see? His own father Ved Vyas. Naraji sitting on the ground. Parashar. Agastya. All these great saints were sitting on the ground and Shukdev Goswami was sitting on the raised platform. Many reasons. But one of the reason was there were so many jnanis in that assembly because there were thousands of rishis, right? It was not just Parikshit and handful of acharyas. The assembly was full of jnanis. So they were all seeing this, acknowledging this. Shukdev Goswami sitting on the raised platform saying, you all believe my words. I was the one who was absorbed in impersonal Brahm. But if you hear the personal features of Krishna, you're all going to be changed. Like me, you all are just practicing this Gyan. And I was the principal of that school, of that Gyan. So if I'm sitting on the seat and describing Srimad Bhagavatam, which is not only just restricted to the personal feature of the Lord, but His qualities and beautiful pastimes. And amongst all those pastimes, Santi Yadya me prajya, Leela sarva marohara, nahi jane smrite rase, mano kim drishyam bhavet. Shukdev Goswami describing Ras Leela. One who was absorbed in impersonal Brahm. And now he's describing what? Ras Leela. Bhagavan apita ratri, sharrat ful mallika, vikshurante manachakre, yog maya bhasheda. Shukdev Goswami. Describing the birth of Krishna. Nandastu atmajup utpanne jat halad mahamana, ayu vipravyat kya snat suchir ankrita. The birth of Krishna. to show all these jnanis. Thousands of them, they are sitting there. So what's happening here? He's in reality, he's preaching to those jnanis. Forget about this jnana. Gyan prayas. Over endeavoring to follow impersonalism. Practice preaching by personal conduct. Say, what you speak of, you people, you are just starting or you are just practicing. And me, parinishto abhi nirgunya. I was absorbed in that impersonalism. But I got dragged from that impersonalism towards the personal features of the Lord by hearing Raj Rishi Akhyam Yatitvan. The beautiful literature written by Raj Rishi Krishna Dvaipan Vedvyas. This was Dwapar Yuga. So Param Gurudev is only describing the prominent names, but there were so many. They all got transformed. We have religion transformation from this religion to other religion. So the best transformation is transforming anyone from impersonal Brahm to the Vaishnavism. And for which our four acharyas, they did so much preaching and endeavors, making Mayavadis to Vaishnavism. And in Kali Yuga, Sarbhom Bhattacharya. Sarbhom Bhattacharya. Sarbhom means very renowned all over the country, the best scholar. Following what? Gyan. The process of Gyan. Gyanam Prayasam. And he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Long story, short. And he was surprised how this person, having all 8 symptoms, transcendental symptoms, Ashatri Vikar, at the same time, it's not ordinary. Sarva Bhattacharya told his sevakas to bring this person in my home, very near to Jagannath temple, the house of Sarva Bhattacharya. And Mahaprabhu is weeping and crying, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. When he came back to his consciousness, Sarva Bhattacharya said, O Nutan Sannyasi, O new Sannyasi, young age, why are you so fanatic and emotional, singing and dancing all the time? That's not the mood of sannyasi. Sannyasi is supposed to be very grave and quiet and peaceful and read what? Vedanta. You acting so fanatic, dancing and singing in the streets with so many people, what is this sannyas about? You want to hear Vedanta? How can teach you Vedanta? And Sarva Bhattacharya spoke Vedanta. No? Mahaprabhu just hearing, not responding anything. Not even yes, not even no. Just quiet, looking at Sarva Bhattacharya. Imagine if an audience, a listener, have no emotions on their face, not even a smile or not even anger. How the speaker will come to know you getting my point or not? See, now everyone is smiling, so I am understanding this. You are laughing, that means you are getting my point. That gives encouragement to the speaker. Sarva Bhattacharya said, you understanding what? I am speaking, not replying anything. Mahaprabhu said, I am getting. When you read the sutras, means the verses, that's bona fide. But when you give explanation of those verses, it is just like you covering sun with the dark clouds. And Sarva Bhattacharya, he became so upset. You finding faults in my commentaries? You know my name? Sarvabhaum. No. What fault do you find in my explanation? And Mahaprabhu picked one verse from so many verses which he uttered. We just picked one. And Sarva Bhattacharya was so surprised. How he know? And then Mahaprabhu gave explanations. Atma ramnyascha munyo nirganthi apyukrame kurventu ehetu ki bhaktim itham bhuto gunohari. Those who dwell in themselves, Atma Rams, Atma Kam, have no desire. They just absorbed in themselves. Even they get attracted and transformed by hearing the qualities of the Lord. Itham bhuto gunohari. And then Mahaprabhu, first he showed his knowledge and then his form. 6-arm form. Carrying bow and arrow, carrying flute in his hand, and sannyas dand and the kamandal. 6-arm form. Sarva Bhattacharya was so surprised, amazed. What is this? He is my Lord. I'm so sorry I was not able to understand you. You my Lord. But Mahaprabhu said, quiet. No need to tell anyone. Wait for some more time. No? With the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarva Bhattacharya got changed. And how this changed? One day, early in the morning after Mangalarti of Lord Jagannath, Mahaprabhu brought some prashadam of Lord Jagannath. And immediately he entered in the house of Sarva Bhattacharya. When he was just woke up from bed, from his sleep, just even rubbing his eyes. And Mahaprabhu gave him prashadam. By receiving the prashadam of Lord Jagannath, he immediately honored that. And Mahaprabhu said, oh, today I have conquered the entire world. Seeing your so much respect for Lord Jagannath Mahaprasad, you have not even performed any rituals and morning duties. Chanting yam, niyam, all those mantras. You gave so much honor to Lord Jagannath. Prasad, which is equal to giving honor to Lord Jagannath. I have conquered the whole world. You know? So many people, they eat early in the morning, before even brushing their teeth. Mahaprabhu never told that I have conquered the world. I conquered you because you are so much fixed in that process of the jnana and following strictly all rules and regulations. And when you're giving up those strict rules and regulations, which is the process of following the jnanam prayasa. He said, I conquered the whole world. And Sarva Bhattacharya, now he started praising. Virag Vidya Nij Bhakti Yogam Shikshak Ekantam Sapurusham Puranaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariridhari Kripa Buddhiyas Tamam Prapaddi. Shri Sarva Bhattacharya composed so many verses in glorification of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the history. From Satya Yuga to Treta Yuga to Dwapar and to Kali Yuga. But Vaishnavas never changed to Mayavad. It's only Mayavadis who with the association of great personalities got changed and transformed to Vaishnavas. Vaishnav never goes to Mayavad. So Brahmaji is saying, O my Krishna, a devotee who abandons what? Jnanam prayasam udvasya namanta eva. Who abandons what? Over endeavoring, following the process of jnana. The path of empiric philosophical speculation aimed at merging into existence of impersonal Brahma. One who gives up that, have to give up that. And not only that, what more? Jivanti sanmukhridhyam bhavatya vartam. Association with those pure devotees on whose lips always the glories of the Lord is manifesting. They always Jivanti sanmukhridhyam bhavatya vartam. Those who are always and always and always AC. Bhakti Vedanta. AC means always chanting. One is always chanting. Association with them. So first point is, give up the process of jnana. Second is, association with those who are always chanting. Sthane sthita shruti gatam tanovan manovir. Establish yourself. Sthane sthita. The many meanings of this. One meaning is to just get established in whatever one and ashram you are in. Brahmachari, grastha, vanprastha or sannyas. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Irrespective of any caste and any other consideration. No consideration of caste and creation. Color, creed, no consideration. But other meaning of sthane sita means get established. Where? At the lotus feet of those pure devotees. Get established there. And what will happen? Jay prayaso. With this endeavor. Now this endeavor here means, in this verse there are two times the word prayasam is written. In the first line, jnanam prayasam, that has to be given up. The process of jnana. But in the last line, je prayaso, with this endeavor, the Lord, who is unconquerable one, he got easily conquered. This is what Brahmaji is saying. Understand? So, in order to further clarify the word prayasa, Lord Brahma, he again speaking another verse, 10th canto Bhagavatam, Prabhu was mentioning this yesterday. Shreyam shiti bhakti udasyate vibhu kleshanti ye kevalya bodha labvai tesham aso klesha eva shishya nanya yathasthul tushav ghatinam. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the only auspicious path. Who's saying this? Who's saying this? Who's saying this? What are you all hearing? It's Brahma, 10th canto, glorifying Lord, glorifying Krishna. My Lord, devotional service unto you is the only auspicious path. He is proving this, stamping this. The Creator, the first citizen of the universe. He is stamping on this. Devotional service unto you is the only auspicious path. If one gives up simply for speculative knowledge or understanding that, if anyone gives up this path of speculative knowledge or understanding that living entities are spirit souls and the material world is false, he undergoes a great deal of trouble. Shreyam shiti bhakti udasyate vibhu kleshanti kevalya bodha labdai. How we can understand this? With one example. One who gives up the most auspicious path, that is bhakti, and follow the path of what? Gyan, speculative knowledge. And believe that spirit souls, living entities, and this material world is false. This is Mayavad. Brahm Satya Jagat Mithya. Brahm is truth and the world, material world is false. Vaishnavas, they don't believe this. How this world is false? This is created by Lord. Maya is also not false. Maya is the external energy of whom? Supreme Lord. So Brahm is Satya and Jagat is also Satya. Both are truth. Yeah. One who does this, what happened? He only gains troublesome and inauspicious activities. His endeavors are like beating a husk that is already devoid of rice. Start beating a husk. There's no rice there. What you get?
Nothing.
No, something you get.
Wet.
Huh? You get big muscles. Yes, just beating empty husk, You're not going to get anything, there is no rise. But at least you get a good figure, good body muscles. Yeah, nice ones. Kleshanti keval bodhalabde. They only get trouble, nothing else. So, these two verses by Brahma establishing what? Give up the process of Gyan. And only devotional bhakti is the process of, the most auspicious process. Most auspicious process. Shravan Subhadrani Rathangipani. Subhadrani means most auspicious. Tav kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhididitam kalmashapaham Shavan Mangalam. Gopis are saying in Gopi Geet. Shavan Mangalam. Mangalam means auspicious. Hearing about Krishna's bhakti is the most auspicious process. There is no other process. Brahma is saying this. So the prayers, the stutis of Brahma and Bhagavatam is just not ordinary. It's full of all philosophical aspect. And to defeat those who are falling what? Gyan prayas. The over-endeavoring. These are over-endeavoring. Following the path of Gyan. Up till now, we were only here. We only understood the Atyahar Prasastha means over-endeavoring to. What are you saying yesterday? Just over-endeavoring to survive, to maintain one's life.
Oh, for karma?
Yes.
Over-endeavoring for karma?
Over-endeavoring to maintain one's life. So don't over-endeavor. Just go very regular and normal. That's not the meaning of prayasam here. How detailed Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving. Just of one word, what is actually over-endeavoring? It's not about endeavoring for work and maintaining one's livelihood and all that. No, it has many details. Jnana prayas and karma prayas. These are over-endeavoring. We have to endeavor for survival. We have to work for survival. Even we are breathing, that is also endeavor. Stop breathing then. Stop eating, stop drinking. Can we survive? No. Endeavors are there. Very important. But not over-endeavoring. And the word over-endeavoring is not that, oh, I was working 4 hours and I was earning $500. Now I'm over-endeavoring working 6 hours and getting $1,000. This is not over-endeavoring. The detailed meaning of over-endeavoring is Gyan Prayas. Give up this. The Lord is not happy with this. So, the philosophy of monism does not originate in the absolute truth. Monism, Shunyavad, Nirvishesh. Shunyavad does not originate in the absolute truth. It is only a demonic provision. How bold is the statement? It's a demonic provision. Glorification of the knowledge of one's relationship with the Lord is often heard. That knowledge is pure and spontaneous. There is no need of prayas in that. The relationship of a jiva with the Supreme Lord, what is the bridge connecting them? Is bhakti. And that bhakti is, and for that bhakti there is no prayas. Means over-endeavoring for jnana. Okay. The knowledge given in the Chatushloki, the 4 main Bhagavatam verses, is achintya bheda bhed. Getting more philosophical, huh? Difficult to understand? Yes. I'm relishing this. I'm relishing this. Never heard something like this. This is mercy of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So detailed again. So I'll skip this point. The Lord is like a spiritual sun And the living entities are like molecular particles of the sun's rays. You seen those? The sun rays penetrate through window, and what do you see in that? Small, tiny molecular particles. This is our resemblance with the Lord. He's like a sun. And how many rays? Any number of rays? Google can tell? Unlimited. And in that one ray, how many molecular particles? Infinite. We are this much. The Lord is like a spiritual sun, and living entities are like molecular particles of the sun's rays. The living entity cannot remain in its constitutional form without being subordinate to the Lord. Therefore, servitorship of the Lord is his constitutional duty. How we can see those molecular particles? They have taken shelter of sun rays, and sun rays have taken shelter of the sun globe. Sun rays is not independent from the sun. Sun rays is submissive to the sun, and those small particles in the rays is all dependent on the sun, indirectly, vyatireka. Therefore, living entity cannot remain in his constitutional form without being subordinate to the Lord. Therefore, service of the Lord is his constitutional duty. Seva means bhakti. That is only his duty. And cultivation of this constitutional duty is the nature of living entity. This is spontaneous divide of prayas dharma. If you can understand what he's saying. This bhakti is spontaneous with the Lord. As Gurudev used to give example, 3 examples. If we take a stone from the earth and we throw up in the sky, where is it going to go? Flying? Come back. Of course, scientific reason is gravitational pull, the gravitational force. But other point Gurudev said is what? Srila Gurudev said, stone is the part and parcel of the earth. So it has to come down on its origin. Earth is its origin. And then, if we light a ghee lamp, any fire, small or big, why the fire is not going down like stone, and why is indicating up?
To the sun.
It comes from the sun.
It comes from the sun. Sun is the origin of the fire. Any fire, small or big, indicating to its origin. Water, it goes in drain and in that rivers and finally meet the ocean. And then from the ocean, the evaporation, cloud formation, and then showers. The cycle. So water origin is the ocean. That's his constitutional position. Spontaneous. Nobody is forcing the fire to move downwards. It's spontaneous. Similarly, we, jivas, even though with forgetful of our inherent nature, which is to serve the Lord, and because of that we are suffering, thinking I am this body, dehatma buddhi. With this understanding, I am this body. Or sometimes many people think I am the Lord. Jagannath Prabhu was telling this morning, Hiranyakashipu, what he was thinking? I am the controller. And he asked this question, then why he was not able to control Prahlad Maharaj? Such a nice question, huh? Why he was not able to control Prahlad Maharaj? He's saying, I am controller. So, he asked me this question. What is the answer? So I gave him answer. Hiranyakashipu is thinking, I'm controller of the three modes of nature. Because this world is made of three modes of nature. Ignorance, passion and goodness. He was only able to control the three modes of nature. Demigods, humans, snakes and demons. Gandharvas and all that. Everyone is in three modes of nature. He can't control Brahma because he got boons from Brahma. And he has to get boons from Brahma. He can't control Shiva because Shiva is out of the three modes of nature. He can't control Naraji because Narad is out of these three modes of nature. And similarly, he cannot control Prahlad. Because Prahlad Maharaj, even though born in demonic, means mode of ignorance, but he's beyond three modes of material nature. He's in a nirguna state. This is what Hiranyakashipu forgot to ask from Brahma. He left this one loophole. He only said, please give me a boon. I can't be killed by any living entity created by you. He asked this boon. And when Narsimha Bhagavan was killing him, what he said? You can't kill me. I got this boon. Narsimha Bhagavan smiled. He said, I'm not in the creation of Brahma. He is in my creation. I'm not in the creation of Brahma. He didn't create me, but I created Brahma. So three modes of nature. Prahlad Maharaj is beyond three modes of nature. Therefore, he was not able to control. We all want to become controllers. So the transition is from the controlling nature to the submissive nature. Submission to whom? Submission to the Lord. Submission to the devotees of the Lord. Submission to the situations, good or bad, we encountering every single day. What is evidence? Submission to the situations, tatyanukampa susmikshamano bunjan evatma kritam vibhaka. Brahma is teaching this in 10th canto. Seeing and perceiving the mercy of Lord in all situations, good times and the bad times. Tatyanukampa susmikshamano. That's your very special mercy on me. Oh Lord, you have done this to me. I can think everything negative, I can think everything positive. It's just my perception. One example. Hari Bhakti Mahadevya Sarva Muktadi Siddhe. When Shri Bhakti Maharani walks, then all those perfections and liberations, mukti, they fanning Bhakti Maharani. All these siddhis, riddhis, perfections, they're holding umbrella on the head of Bhakti Maharani, like maid servants. And even mukti, following the footsteps of Bhakti Maharani, fanning, sprinkling water. Hari Bhakti Mahadevya Sarva Muktadi Siddhi. And similarly, those who are pure devotees, what's that verse? When the pure devotee walks, forgetting that verse, Mukti Swayam Mukritanjali. Anyway, the meaning is Mukti Swayam Mukritanjali. The Mukti, for those who worship Mukti on the following the process of Jnana Marg, they want to get Mukti. That's their, their aim and object. That Mukti with folded hands follows the footsteps of a pure devotee. Now, a See this, a pure devotee is walking and mukti is behind pure devotee. And all the perfections and all the opulence. So a person who has a negative vision and perception, he will see and say, this pure devotee he wants opulence and he wants mukti. He's not seeing that opulence, bhukti and mukti, they are following the pure devotee. But because of their proximity, with a negative perception, he thinks the pure devotee is after bhukti and mukti. But with a positive perception, and which comes with maturity, and maturity comes with the association, and the positive perception says, no, this mukti and these perfections, they are running after a pure devotee, which is evidence from the Shastras, this verse which I am saying. Mukti swayam muktitanjali. Mukti with folded hands, pray to the pure devotee, please engage me in the service of Lord. You're serving the Lord all the time, but I'm bereft. And devotees, they don't like me. They condemn me, they hate me. Oh pure devotee, you are engaging in the service of Lord, please engage me in the service of Lord. And pure devotees say what? Dure tishtan. Stay far from me. Because even the smell of you is so dangerous, making me averse to the Lord. So therefore stay behind. Go far. But mukti, praying to the pure devotee, engage in the service of Lord. You see? Pure devotee is not making the jivas engage in the service of Lord, but even engaging mukti, the liberation. So negative and positive. So positive perception says, so if you have a clock which got stopped, you see, even a stop clock gives correct time twice a day. Seeing something good in everything? A clock which is stopped at 10 o'clock, a positive perception says, see, this clock is giving correct time twice a day. Seeing positive in the negative also. There's a vision of pure devotee. Therefore, bhakti reva nayati, bhakti reva darshati, bhakti vash purusho, bhakti reva bhuyasi. Only it is bhakti which brings one in proximity of Lord. It is bhakti who makes the Lord appear in front of a pure devotee. And bhakti is everything. And Lord is get controlled only by bhakti. Bhakti vash purusho. Only bhakti can control the Lord, no one else. So therefore, cultivation of this constitutional duty is a nature of living entity. It's inherent nature. But right now what's happening? Nisarga. We forgot our nature. Just like I gave example yesterday. Water is liquid, but we put water in refrigerator, it becomes ice, it becomes solid. The change of nature. No, nature is still there in that ice. But because of certain temperature, it becomes solid. It becomes solid. But you take the ice out from the refrigerator, with the room temperature, it again come back to its original form, its nature. That means flowing as a liquid. So nisarga happened. Transformation of nature happened. With the transformation, with the association of Maya and the Mike objects. And with the temperature of Sadhu Sangha, association. Keep on hearing, keep on hearing, keep on hearing. This question was being asked to Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Why we have to hear Harikatha every day? Once a week, once a month, once a year. That's enough. Isn't it that Harikatha is powerful? You're minimizing the glories of Harikatha. That's what it is. Just once a week is enough. Isn't it powerful? Maharaj, Srila Maharaj smiled. He said, you take shower every day? I said, of course, Maharaj. He said, yes, of course, Maharaj. What is the point? Why you need to take shower every day? When you take shower, water flowing on your head, going all over your body, not a single drop of water stay on the body. Yes, some drops stay on the body, and then you wipe with a towel. You don't immediately wear clothes. If you don't want to put any drop of water remain on your body, why have to waste water so much? All water going on head and going in a drain. And whatever in the body, wipe. Best towel, soft towel, wipe. Yes? Then why are you wasting water then? If you don't want to allow a single drop to remain on your body. What happens with taking shower? Cleaning body and feel fresh. So Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya. When we hear Harikatha every day, it cleaning what? Anarthas. And after Harikatha, feels fresh. That's the glories of the association. It cleaning toxins, anarthas, which are so deep rooted in the heart. In Harikatha and philosophical aspects, take out those anarthas. So cultivation of this constitutional duty is the nature of living entity. This is the spontaneous divide of prayas dharma or duty of living entity. This is not over endeavoring. This is bhakti, not prayas. Although in the conditioned state, this dharma is almost dormant and is awakened by only sadhana, means spiritual practices. Still, the prayas found in devotional practice is not like that found in path of karma and jnana. Understand? The endeavors which we do in devotional practice is totally different from endeavors of karma and jnana. It's not one and the same thing. If one takes the shelter of holy name with some respect, then within a short time, the obstacles due to ignorance are removed and one's constitutional happiness is reawakened. But if one gives a place to Gyan Prayas, then he has to suffer more. I will also do bhakti, but I also want mukti. We want mukti or not? Okay, if you get temperature, fever, 104 degrees for complete 1 month, you want to get rid of it or not? Yes or no? Atyanta dukh nivritti. This is mukti. I want to get rid of my suffering. This is a very small little something. I want to get rid of all my sufferings. Atyantik dukh nivritti. I want to get rid of all my sufferings. But a level above that is mukti. Because this world is full of sufferings. I don't want to come back this world. Rather, I should just get merged in that bliss to become a bliss. Careful with this point. We don't want to become bliss. We want to relish bliss. We don't want to become bliss. If you merge yourself in sugar candy, how are you going to taste sugar candy? To taste sugar candy, you have to be a separate entity from the sugar candy. Then you can taste. Understand? If you become bliss, how are you going to taste bliss? So we are not here to become bliss, but to taste bliss, to relish bliss. But those jnanis who follow this path of jnana, they merge in impersonal Brahm because they think, I'm tired in this world, There's so many problems. So therefore, I want happiness and bliss, rather I become happiness and bliss. So Baba, if you become happy and bliss, then how are you going to relish happiness and bliss? There's a difference between devotee and jnanis. Devotees with the mood of service, bhakti, they extract bliss and happiness. Whereas jnanis, they just want to become happiness and bliss. Understand? Difficult? Okay, one example, and then I end up. One mother pregnant. She's pregnant and child in the womb. Now she's so restless. Oh, child, come out soon. I want to bathe you. I want to dress you. I want to play with you. She's getting so restless. Child, come out. But she has to follow the complete procedure. Yeah, for some months, for the child to come out from the womb, right? Her restlessness has nothing to do, but she's so excited. Child in the womb of mother, but she wants the child to come out, right? Why? To extract happiness by interaction with the child. But if the child thinks, my mom, she wants happiness and bliss, and I also want happiness and bliss, rather I should get merged back to the womb of my mother to become happiness and bliss. Neither the child nor the mother can have happiness because they are in the merged state. When a child comes out from the womb, then child and mother both, they extract happiness and bliss by so much affectionate interactions. So two required for bliss. If you become one, the child is already in the womb of mother. Why she is not happy? Why she is not blissful? And even the child, suffering there. So it's not a fun to be in the to merge, following the process of jnana. But the fun is when the child comes out from the womb and mother is taking care of the child. Yes, Navrinda? You play with your girl day and night. You feel so happy seeing her jumping here and there, right?
She wants that I should play with her.
Yes. So both of you, feeling that happiness. But child in the womb, not feeling any happiness. Neither you. There's a simple theory to understand. Gaur Premanande, Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. We're not completed prayas. We still have more to understand tomorrow.
So now you have to stay extra days so you can...
No, I can't stay extra days. I'll come again to complete this.
3 days we did 2, and we have 6 days to do 6.
I'm actually going fast, but there are so many things I skipped out because I'm seeing faces, they're not happy to hear this. Means it's very detailed and philosophical. No, I'm just joking. Everyone is happy. But I'm saying there's so many details, and if we include so many other shastras to establish this point, there's so much to say. Actually, one word, prayas, can go 6 days. There's so much details. And I'm going it fast. I'm going on fast. Because there's a limit for everyone to understand.
So tomorrow we go for job or we continue prayas?
We continue prayas. And let's see how far it goes. It depends on the wings of a bird. How far the wings can take the bird in the sky. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.